Let's change things up a bit with our entry into catchers with this choreo here.
Hi, Aerialists! We are on the silks this week, and like Karina mentioned, we're entering our catchers in a new, unique way.
Yeah, so this is different from the straddle entry into catchers. Even though we are still straddling, it's a little bit more challenging on your hip flexors when you are entering it into it, but it's a great way to challenge yourself to level up a little bit if you can already do a catchers.
And also, I think for people who don't like to do those air straddles, this one feels a little more supported as long as you put your wraps on the right way. Then you kind of just lean back into your invert, of course, keeping the position. So it can be adapted sort of for people who are not able to do a full catchers from a straddle. So before we start, let's talk about safety. Make sure that you have your crash mat. Don't practice without one under any circumstances. Also, make sure that you're checking your equipment for the rigging and everything. Make sure that you're working with silks without any wear and tear. Make sure that you warm up well and cool down well before and after you practice aerial. For this routine, like we mentioned, it's a little challenging on your hip flexors and just your lower body in general and your hips. So definitely doing some hip mobility drills and some active flexibility drills for your split would help. If you're looking for ideas for warm-ups, we'll leave them in a playlist right up here. So if you haven't done that yet, go do that first and then come back to this routine to try it with us. Make sure you're wearing the right clothing. We're wearing long leggings. So I think that if you're new to wraps and stuff, you might find it a little abrasive on your skin, especially when we do the leg hooks. So if you're new to that, then opt for something longer. Otherwise, you should be fine. And then make sure that you have your spotting buddy. Make sure you have someone to train with so they can be your GPS in the air, your cheerleader, and if something happens, they're there to call someone or assist you.
You cannot find the music to this routine synced up to this video. What we did is we left a short for you right up here that is synced up to the music, and we always welcome you to come back to our channel on Friday. On Friday, we are releasing a YouTube video that shows both of us doing the routine synced up to the music, so you have a clear understanding of what it is that we are doing when we are doing it to the songs that we choreographed it to. We will also leave you the song information, so the song that we use, a link to the song that we use along with when we get started down in the description below, so you know exactly what version of the song we're using and also know exactly when we're getting started.
Now that we've covered everything, let's get started. Hi Aerialists! So Karina's going to show us exactly what we're going to be doing for the routine and I'll be walking her through. So we're starting actually in the air design. You can climb for height however you like, as long as you end up at the height you are in a basic climb. So Karina is here in her basic climb. From here she will wave her body up for some style, and then she's going to wrap her leg once. Notice that it's her right leg that she's wrapping. She's going to bring her left leg through the space between her body and the pole and bring it to the side, and she's going to straddle and hook her leg. So after this, you're going to straddle and you're going to hook your other leg, making sure you keep your wrapped leg in a straddle position. So you're hooking your left leg, and then from here you can externally rotate so that the fabric falls in between your leg to get it to your catchers. From here, she's going to end up with making sure that the fabric is around her waist, not on her bum, kind of around her waist, and comes back in between her legs in the catcher. From there, she is going to grab the tail and add spin. After she's added enough spin, she's going to make sure that the tail is under the bottom of her foot, do some extensions of course, and she's going to reach high with her left hand to hold above her knee, and then she's going to extend her top leg, that is her left leg, and then also straighten her right leg below her to make this splitty pose. From here, she is going to hook her left leg, and then she's going to release her right hand, hold up high, and she's going to unwrap her right leg. Now, when she is unwrapping her right leg, after she's done with that, she's going to peg over, and she's going to make sure that she holds with her right hand under her right leg. From there, she's going to hook her right leg, and you should end up with this cross. From here, she's going to take the fabric, and she's going to bring it from the middle around her foot, step on it, and hold onto it. From here, she can add spin, and then after she's added enough spin, she will make sure that she crochets her top leg on top, and she is going to hold this pose here for a little while. The more you drive your leg to the ground, the prettier it looks. When she crochets her top leg, she's going to make sure that she sickles her foot on top so her toe is pressing into the fabric. Make sure that the fabric here is not exactly on your bum, it's actually kind of in between your legs. Now you're going to wrap the fabric from inside to outside and step it on your foot, so you make sure you have this wrap here. From here, you can grab the tail, add some spin, and then you'll extend for a little bit. Now, the closer you bring your leg down, the prettier it looks. From here, you're going to externally rotate your leg, making sure you keep the pull on your foot, and you're going to arch your back as much as you can to make this pretty pose. You can extend your legs as well. Now, from there, you're going to release your leg. You're going to reach up, and you're going to uncrochet your leg on top. Make sure it goes behind the pole. Bring it to the other leg and make sure you step on it as you pull yourself up. Reach up with your left hand and below you with your right hand. And then you're going to release the wrap, and you have your final flag shape. And that's the end of the routine.
That was so much fun. Yes, that was a lot of fun. If you enjoyed this routine, you're definitely going to enjoy the routine we're leaving on screen for you, which features a splitty arabesque from a hip key. You're going to love it. I'll leave the dance video on top, and we'll leave the tutorial at the bottom. And until next time, bye!